Here is my vlog about using vlogs in the science fair. So what is a science fair? Our grade 7 and 8 class completes a science project every other year. So you either do it as a grade 7 student or as a grade 8 student, but every student will complete it. And every year since grade 1, students have learned about the scientific method and what happens during an experiment and the whole process. So they're familiar with it. Now we're just adding a new twist. By doing science fair projects, students will choose a topic of their choice, perform an experiment about it. In general, I try to keep students from just looking on the internet and finding their own experiment or finding an experiment and copying it. However, it is harder, especially at the beginning, finding a topic and figuring out an experiment. But if students pick their own topic, they enjoy it so much more, and they tend to do a better job. So students have to do research, set up an experiment, perform the experiment, write about the different parts of the experiment, and then make a presentation to the judges, who are usually community members and parents, about what they learned through the whole process of the science fair. So how does vlogging fit in with this? As part of the write-up that students need to complete, they need to write an abstract summarizing their project. I'm thinking that this year, students will still need to write that abstract, but in addition, they also need to make a vlog of their project. Students would need to make a video of their project. It could be a blog of themselves presenting their project, or a slideshow, similar to this, how they talked over. Or they can come up with another idea and have it approved and do that. So what would be required? They would have to tell about their project and their experiment, tell us what their hypothesis was and if they were correct, what they learned about their topic through this whole project. And scientists always look back, oh man, I should have done it differently. So what would they have done differently if they could start all over? They could include other information of interest or what went wrong or what went well or what they really liked about it. It's kind of limitless, but they do have a time limit of 48 minutes. And they would not be allowed just to stare at a screen or a paper and read their information. It kind of has to be like a presentation. If they did need to read it, they would have to be very familiar with it and be able to talk their way through it. Posting the vlogs. If we're going to make this, then students need to have an audience. So what I would do with the students is I would take their vlogs and I would post it on a poster and share it with the community. We have had, not complaints, but parents a little disappointed that the science fair is always during the day. And with many more parents working, this makes it hard for parents to come in and see the science fair. We've had it open in the evenings, and that doesn't work either because parents are busy. So by putting these vlogs together and putting them on a poster, which has all the links, and parents have access to it, and community members, they can click on it and they can still see the science fair, but done digitally. Doing this will encourage student voice. They have the opportunity to talk about their project, but having that interview, which we also do on the day of science fair, where the judges come and ask students about their project, that can be very intimidating for some students. And having done more videos, the students are more familiar with this. They've done Flipgrid before, so this they will be able to practice. They can start over if they mess up, and nobody would know. They can edit it and fix it, and they can still share what they've learned. Global competencies. While they're self-directed learning, students are picking their project as part of science fair, but within the vlogs, they're also picking, how do I share it? How do I present it? What parts am I sharing and presenting? Communication. Students are communicating not only to their classmates and their parents, but also to the community, to those who have the links to this. And they can talk about their project and have a real live audience and meaningful. Critical thinking and problem solving. Often students will come to me, I want to present it this way and it's not working. So that's where problem solving and critical thinking comes in. How can we do this with what we have in the room that we have? So that's going to take some time and figuring out. And that's how I would use vlogs with science fair projects.